Hey guys, Jonathan was here for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show. How's it going? I'm here to make college football picks for Saturday, September 9th, 2017. It is week 2 in the college football season, the 2017 college football season, and we're off to a good start in the season overall and a really good start this week. We are 4-0 on the week. We had on Thursday Utah State beating Idaho State. They did that 51-13. On Friday we had 11th ranked Oklahoma State beating South Alabama. They did that 44-7. We had Florida International beating Elkhorn State. They did that 17-10. Purdue beat Ohio as we predicted 44-21 as well. And Memphis and UCF, that game was canceled. A few other cancellations this weekend as well, all involving Florida teams. Louisiana Monroe and Florida State, the 16th ranked Hurricanes, 10th ranked Florida State, the 16th ranked Hurricanes, and Arkansas State, 21st ranked South Florida and Yukon, and Northern Colorado's matchup with 22nd ranked Florida. Obviously, the Hurricane is a much bigger deal than a football game at this point, and for those of you who are affected by it, our thoughts go out to you. Please stay safe. With all of the winning we've done so far this week, all 4 games of it being 4-0, we are 86-9 on the year. We have a lifetime record of 4,149 and 1,361. Before we get to the picks, I do want to say this. We are 1-0 on our lock of the week, which is something that I've done in the NFL, but started it this year in college, and it's pretty much a guarantee that I give you is going to happen. We had Michigan last week beating Florida. They did that. So I have my lock of the week set for this week, but also I have decided that I'm going to start something new this week, and that is another lock of the week, but this one I'm going to do against the spread. So I will do a lock of the week and a lock of the week against the spread. We'll see how we do in both of those. Occasionally it might be the same game where I lock the winner and lock the spread. However, this week it is 2 different games. One game, my straight up lock, is going to be a game that I think will be really, really tight. And then the lock of the week against the spread involves a pretty big spread. So we will talk about those when we get to them. Let's get to the picks now for the game on Saturday. For the game on Saturday, first of all, we have Cincinnati and 8th ranked Michigan. I'm going to go with Michigan. Florida Atlantic takes on 9th ranked Wisconsin. I am going to go with Wisconsin. 17th ranked Louisville and North Carolina. Give me Louisville in that game. Charlotte and 19th ranked Kansas State. Give me Kansas State. Northwestern and Duke. I'm going to go with Northwestern. East Carolina, West Virginia. Give me West Virginia. Buffalo and Army. I am going to go with Army in that game. Towson takes on Maryland. Give me Maryland. Eastern Kentucky and Kentucky. Give me Kentucky. UT Martin and Ole Miss. I am going to go with Ole Miss. This next one, Iowa and Iowa State. ESPN2. This game is always tight between these two teams. I expect another tight one, but I'm going to risk it. I'm going to make it my straight up lock of the week. This never goes well for me when it comes to Iowa, ever. So, sorry Iowa fans, but if you guys go into Ames and you lose, my bad. Jacksonville State and Georgia Tech. Give me Georgia Tech. Wake Forest and Boston College. Give me Wake Forest. Texas State takes on Colorado. Give me Colorado. UAB and Ball State. Give me Ball State. Fresno State takes on Alabama, and I am going to go with the Crimson Tide. Next up, we have Pittsburgh and Penn State. Now, I do know that Pittsburgh did not play well in their game last week. The spread for this game, I'm getting the spread by the way from ESPN. The spread from this game, Penn State is a 21.5 point favorite. This is the one that I'm going to make my my lock of the week against the spread. I do think Penn State's going to win this game, but I think that number is way, way too high. 21.5 points. Yes, I understand Penn State is better than Pittsburgh. However, these teams have played tight games before. It's an in-state rivalry. 21.5 is way too many points to swallow. So my lock of the week against the spread would be Pittsburgh. I think Penn State wins, but they do not cover. Next up, we have Delaware 18th ranked Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech 23rd ranked TCU takes on Arkansas. I expect a good game here, but I've got TCU getting the win. Tulane and Navy. Give me Navy. Indiana and Virginia. Give me Indiana. Villanova and Temple. I'm going to go with Temple. Savannah State and Appalachian State. Give me App State. Austin Peay takes on Miami of Ohio. Give me Miami of Ohio. Eastern Illinois and Northern Illinois. Give me Northern Illinois. Howard takes on Kent State. And I'm going to go with Kent State. Middle Tennessee takes on Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. I'm going to go with Syracuse, Old Dominion, and UMass. I'm going to go with Old Dominion in this game. Don't ask me how I know this. Okay, I'll tell you. I didn't actually look it up. I just kind of came across it. Old Dominion has won their last 5 games. UMass has lost their last 5 games. I think that streak continues for those streaks continue for both teams. I've got Old Dominion getting the win. Western Michigan taking on Michigan State. Now, I'm going to go with the Spartans in this game. Be very, very careful. I think this game will be competitive, and Michigan State does not take this game as seriously as they probably should. I think they will. Western Michigan will trip them up. Western Michigan played pretty hard against USC there for a while and got away from them a bit at the end, but this Western Michigan team I don't think is that big of a joke. And Michigan State needs to watch out, but I do think they will get the win. Eastern Michigan and Rutgers. Give me Rutgers. San Jose State takes on Texas. I'm going to go with the Longhorns. Abilene Christian. By the way, the Longhorns quite handily, and I think they're going to play much better than they did against Maryland last weekend, at least for their sake. I hope so. Abilene Christian, Colorado State. Give me Colorado State. Indiana State and 15th ranked Tennessee. Give me Tennessee. Gardner-Webb takes on Wyoming. Give me Wyoming. Central Michigan and Kansas. I'm going to go with Kansas. Alabama A&M and Vanderbilt. Give me Vandy. New Hampshire and Georgia Southern. Give me Georgia Southern. Louisiana and Tulsa. Give me Tulsa. Nebraska and Oregon will match up at Autzen Stadium in Eugene. I'm going to go with Oregon in that game. Hawaii takes on UCLA. Give me UCLA. I'm not that concerned about that game, even though UCLA is coming off of a big-time comeback win last weekend. I don't think they'll be too high off that. I think things will go pretty smoothly for them against Hawaii. Weber State and Cal. Give me Cal. Marshall takes on North Carolina State. Give me North Carolina State. South Dakota takes on Bowling Green. Give me Bowling Green. Alabama A&M takes on Troy, and I'm going to go with Troy in that game. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Akron. Give me Akron. 13th ranked Auburn. And 3rd ranked Clemson. I'm going to go with Clemson in this game. There are some people that are saying that Clemson needs to be put an upset alert. I don't think so. I've got Clemson winning the Battle of the Tigers. Toledo and Nevada. I'm going to go with Toledo in that game. UNLV and Idaho. Give me Idaho. Southern and Southern Miss. Give me Southern Mississippi. North Texas and SMU. I'm going to go with SMU. South Carolina and Missouri. Give me the Gamecocks. Nichols takes on Texas A&M. I'm going to go with Texas A&M. 5th ranked Oklahoma. 2nd ranked Ohio State. I think this game is going to be very, very tight, at least for the most part. If you remember, Ohio State went into Oklahoma's house last time these two teams played and completely dismantled them. I believe it was last year. I don't think that happens here. However, I do think Ohio State has the better team, and I definitely think, well, I don't think, they have the better coach with Urban Meyer over Lincoln Riley. Not saying Lincoln Riley isn't a good coach and won't get the job done. I think he will. I just think he's a little bit young right now. It's a big task to go in and try to win in Columbus, and I don't think Oklahoma will get it done. I've got the Buckeyes getting the win. Chattanooga takes on 12th ranked LSU. Give me LSU. 15th ranked Georgia and 24th ranked Notre Dame. I'm a little bit nervous to pick Georgia here. I'm going to pick Georgia to go on the road and get the win, even with a young quarterback. I'm not that high on Notre Dame, but this game really could come back to bite me. Mississippi State, Louisiana Tech, give me Mississippi State. Montana and 7th ranked Washington, give me Washington. UT San Antonio takes on Baylor. I'd feel bad for UT San Antonio because Baylor going to come out with fists of fury, I believe, this weekend and win big. Western Kentucky and Illinois. Give me Illinois. Rice takes on UTEP. I'm going to go with Rice. New Mexico State, New Mexico. Give me New Mexico. I believe, let me double check on that. Just make sure I got the yes, New Mexico is who we're going with. Next up, 14th ranked Stanford, 6th ranked USC. At the Coliseum. I think this is going to be a good game. But like I said last week, I'm high on the USC team, and yes, they struggled and stumbled and whatever else you might want to say against Western Michigan to begin, and they cannot afford to do that because if they stumble out of the gate again on Saturday, they will not beat Stanford. However, I do think they will be a little bit better buttoned up. I do think it is a close game. I think it's a good game, but I think USC wins in the end. Minnesota and Oregon State, give me Minnesota. Utah and BYU, give me Utah. Boise State, 20th ranked Washington State. And I'm going to go with Washington State. Houston takes on Arizona. I'm going to go with Arizona. And San Diego State takes on Arizona State. I'm going to go with Arizona State. So, here you go. Wow, there's a lot of games. All right. So, there you have them. College football picks for what should be another good weekend of college football. Definitely some games there that I am looking forward to. So, thank you for checking these out. For those of you interested in NFL picks, I did not make a video for them. There is a video up actually on the channel explaining how you can view the college football or the NFL picks and why they're not up via video. But if you don't feel like watching the video, I'll just tell you right now, if you want to see the NFL picks, they're on the JM Sports Show Facebook page. So go ahead and check that out. Links for Twitter and Facebook will be in the description, as they always are, for the JM Sports Show Facebook page and the JM Sports Show Twitter. And I am Jonathan. What was that for JM Sports, the heart of the JM Sports Show? And I will see you guys later.